Yeah. Face to face.
Yeah.
Good. So, do you want to repeat your question again?
Which one? What about your lessons?
Yeah, yeah.
Video lessons?
Mhm.
How many views you have?
You know, for some videos, I try to edit them because I have to. There are lots of mistakes and this and that. So I edit, so I make it a compact one. But for speaking clubs, I just upload. I don't do anything because if you edit, this is kind of censorship, kind of fake thing. That's why I say whatever happened in the class, this is you can see or hear it. And why should I edit it? And editing it takes time and energy, and I have lots of speaking clubs, and editing them is not possible.
Yeah.
For the views, not a lot. As long as you know that the Middle East doesn't care about education.
Not only Middle East.
Generally, in Middle East you can understand it. In the whole world, the education is something which has no or less importance, unfortunately. I do it. I told you before. I do it as a kind of memory.
Yeah.
Imagine 10 years later, 20 years later, you see, oh my God, 20 years ago, I used to have such clubs. Second, kind of modern CV. I mean, I can see, I can show it. Somebody says, how do you teach or what do you do in the school? Or yeah, I can say, okay, you can have the whole class. It is not edited, it is raw. For this kind of stuff, and maybe out of 20, 10 people, I don't know, maybe some people watch it to see how they spoke, what type of mistakes they had, or maybe if you click on the subtitle, you can see the subtitle,
Yeah.
and maybe there are some new words that I say or some other students say, so you can understand. You can pause the video and write them down if you want, or just have a kind of practice, or I don't know, for this kind of stuff. Not a lot. There are not lots of views. And what do you do?
Nothing, just play games on my phone.
Play games?
Yeah.
Create a
Watch-
YouTube channel.
No,
Are you
because
good at
for
it?
I don't have a time for this.
You don't need that much time.
Okay, I don't have an idea about videos, kind of videos that I can.
What are you good at?
I don't know.
You have something to say.
Actually, I don't interest about that.
Why not? When you monetize your content,
I don't have motivation for that stuff.
motivation is money. I mean, after some
Do you
criteria,
earn money about this?
I earn, yes.
How many years you?
I have other YouTube
Upload.
channels, a lot of years. This channel is not that much profitable, but some other channels that I have, yeah, I mean, they're good. I'm happy with them. As I said,
YouTube. I have a question. Pay you money without use, right?
yes.
On your card.
Yeah.
How in month, one time or how?
Hi,
Hi, teacher.
how are you?
I'm alive.
Yeah.
Every month, yes, once in a month.
Which number? First of
Which day?
which day?
They start the last day of the last week of the month, like from 21st up until the 30th. Generally, 21st or 22nd.
No.
They how can I say they pay you your amount. Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yes. Why not? I mean, this is the least.
Ice
thing
cream
that-
money.
Of course, you can do that.
Today is not crowded.
Yeah.
It's good for us.
It's good.
Yeah.
People.
People pay money with face to face.
No.
Yeah.
People got bored of me, maybe. Always see my face, repetitive
Bro.
things.
No.
Possible.
I think it's lazy.
Lazy, no motivation. I mean, one thing that I cannot see here in Turkey is consistency. You guys don't have consistency. Consistency means continuing.
Continue.
Only a couple of students,
Yeah.
but today they are absent. You see, you know them. Hussein and Mustafa.
Last week
They were, yeah. I don't know. They will come, I think. They have been coming here for a couple of years. They pay just for speaking clubs.
And
Just for speaking club. Because they finished C1 level a couple of years, 2 years ago. And they keep coming. This is consistency. You keep coming. Generally, people don't have that. You try once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, and
yes. Give up.
give up very quickly.
When I come here, teacher, I can't talk after I broke. I broke.
Because you cannot talk, you are bored.
Yes. Usually, students say it.
Yeah.
Just sit down, look at here, listen, don't talk.
Yeah, I mean, how can I say? The time is very limited, like 40 minutes. Imagine that the class is full. Everybody talks 1 minute, finish. And then the questions come. The questions come, generally we ask about any type of things, okay? Not cliche. I hate cliche questions. And if the student is ready, he or she can raise his or her hand and talk. I cannot force people to speak.
Hello.
Hi, man. I cannot force people to speak. It is up to them. I can be a motivator, I can be a facilitator, generally. But overall, what happens is, I always say, learning English, it starts with the student, finishes with the student. Teacher is a guide only. Teacher is not a prophet. We don't miracle. We don't have any miracle. We just share our ideas. Like that. Yeah. But the question is how much you as a student work on English.
Yeah.
This is the question. But generally, people are expecting a lot from the teacher. You should not. Whether I am here or not. Imagine I am not here. For example, there is no teacher. You come here. Can't you speak English together?
No.
Why not?
Can't.
You can.
Normally, maybe.
You can speak.
Good try.
But
You haven't tried. You can. The teacher helps.
suddenly talk Turkish.
Yeah, teacher helps with your pronunciation. Teacher maybe uses some new vocabulary. Teacher is like that. We don't do any miracle.
Teachers only showing way.
The way, exactly. But you have to do
This is
something.
the way.
This is the way. And wherever you go, the coaches...
You don't watch Mandalorian.
No. The coach's psychology is this. You go to the gym, the coach says, okay, do, for example, this way. Why? You don't say why. Because I am the coach, I am an expert. Or you say, okay, you do the same. Tomorrow another one, tomorrow another one. So you trust. And the same scenario happens. And how are you?
I'm fine.
Just fine?
And a bit ill.
A little bit ill?
Yes.
What kind of illness?
I don't know. I am ill for 2 weeks and I don't know what kind of
Illness you
Yes.
have got. I see. Have you visited a doctor?
Yes, and she gave me a pillow, like a medicine.
Pill. Some
yeah.
pills.
Yes, pills.
Cliche.
Yes.
Okay. I told you before, guys. I mean, speaking is an art. Is an art in all of the languages. You speak Turkish, okay? You're Turkish. You speak Turkish. This is your mother language.
Yes.
But there are some public speakers in Turkey, in all of the countries. When you watch them on YouTube or on TV channels, you see, wow, they speak Turkish very well. You say that.
Yes.
Why? How is it possible?
Actually, every people can talk just like that, but we don't.
Of course they can.
But we don't choose this way.
You don't choose that way. Those people who are speaking publicly, they practiced a lot.
Yes.
Number one example in all of the countries is the president. Presidents of all of the generally all of the countries speak very well. Presidents must. They are public speakers. Your president is Turkish. You are Turkish. What is the difference? He speaks better than you. True?
Yes.
How? By practicing a lot. They practiced a lot. But generally, you do not practice those speeches. That's why I believe there is no perfect speaking. The perfect speaking, in my opinion, is the prepared speaking only. For example, I'm an actor. There is a role I am going to play Godfather. I am Al Pacino. What happens? I have the script. I read my scenario script, okay? A lot, practice, days, night. I'm totally into my character, into my role, as if I am a master of my role. Then I come and act. So that is a perfect speaking, let's say. But again, there are a lot of cuts, a lot of mistakes again.
Yes.
The director says cut. No, again. Finally, that is Godfather. Godfather is not just only on one take. Many takes. And editing this, that, finally you see the beautiful picture. Even, with lots of practice, and the practice is, how can I say, fixed. Even if, those things are happening, then you see that there are lots of mistakes. And now you're talking about the speaking. So one thing is you have to be prepared for that, to be a public speaker. And how can you be prepared for that? You need vocabulary. I always say, I have been saying this for ages. You need vocabulary. Vocabulary doesn't mean only words. Vocabulary is very big category. Idioms, proverbs, expressions, collocations, phrasal verbs, slangs, terminologies, lots of things you need to know in order to express yourself. In order to know those things, you have to study. Only practicing is not enough. I always say practicing should be systematic. How can I practice piano if I don't know any lesson? You have to teach me a lesson on piano, lesson 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I practice lesson 2. Okay. Practice lesson 10. Okay. I practice it a lot. But you have to get some information. You have to have that input. That input is your vocabulary. And of course, grammar also. But vocabulary is much more important because with grammar only you cannot speak.
Yes.
But with vocabulary you can speak. Even your English is broken.
Yeah, you can explain it.
You can explain yourself. So
Yes.
vocabulary is, in my opinion, much important than grammar. But if you want to have a standard English, you need grammar, yes. Standard means good English. Bad grammar, wrong grammar means broken English. Your English is broken. Broken Turkish, broken French, broken something. Understand? So you need to gain vocabulary. One of the ways is through reading passages. I say cliche because the question is cliche. You need to study reading passages. There are lots of reading passages. Do you remember? What was my system when we were together in the class? We were using did I use the Google Classroom? Remember Google Classroom? No? Papers, QR codes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh,
I
WhatsApp.
updated it. I updated that system also. I got rid of paper. I'm not printing any paper anymore. Paper is a problem, man.
You say about WhatsApp group?
WhatsApp group is still the same. I'm talking about Google Classroom.
No,
I
don't.
put the material on Google Classroom. Everything is there. And you can use them forever. Even when you finish American culture, you can click and continue forever. Yeah, I put lots of reading passages there. And you can use them. You can study them. And some students say, teacher, they are boring. Yes, they are boring. Yes. What can I do? They are boring, man. It seems to be that to say, doctor says, okay, use this medicine. Doctor, that is bitter. What can I do? Yes, medicine is bitter. Yes, it is the reality. I don't have any sweet medicine. I don't. This is what it is. So the same scenario happens. I mean, it can be boring, but you have no other choice. Why? You go to work. Do you like going to work every day? You don't, but you have to. It is a bitter thing, not sweet thing. The sweet thing is the result of going to work. Every month you get money. That is the sweet thing. That is the mentality that you are working for. Why you are studying today, like reading passages, listening to something, doing homework, doing something, boring, difficult, bad, you don't want, but you have the result. You have the mentality, oh, I am going to America. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And whenever you do it, you get your fruit.
Exactly.
Understand?
Teacher, I study vocabulary, bazı kelimeleri söyleyeyim.
Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. I can use in sentence. I just look at, I memorize. After I forget, if I can use in sentence, it's not possible.
Okay, good question. I like your question. You know,
It's kind of me.
it's kind of everyone.
Yes.
It's kind of everyone. That is why I said I like your question. You know, very quickly, because I'm repeating myself like for years and again. In language, music, mathematics, and maybe some other things, you need exposure. Yes. What is exposure? Exposure means you have to be into that concept or field a lot. Imagine I want to learn swimming. You are a kind of the champion of swimming. Okay, you are a champion swimmer. You are the best. You are the best coach. You have lots of medals and prizes and everything. You are a coach, and you are teaching me swimming on the board. Okay, first rule, second rule, third rule. Can I learn?
No. You have to use.
I don't want to say completely no. I can learn, maybe very difficult. Partially. I need to jump into the
Yes.
pool. Then you can teach me practically.
You have to use the rules.
Yeah. Jumping into the pool is exposure. You're exposed to the water. Understand? Exposure in English means you have to be exposed to English things. You say vocabulary, grammar, collocation, slang, this, that, listening, reading, and. You have to expose to those things a lot so that you can speak spontaneously, which requires a lot of time and effort. Understand what I say?
Yes.
For example, I have been teaching these books for years. A couple of days ago, there was a lady in a class, and I was teaching something. Because I am teaching these things, like Al Pacino, as I mentioned. Al Pacino, for example, reads the script a lot, so he memorized the script and he is into the role, totally into the role. I mean, submerged into the role, and he can act spontaneously. So I am teaching something, and she was writing everything. I say, "What are you writing?" She said, I am writing what you are saying. I said, okay, what did I say? Teacher, I don't know. Can you repeat? I said, no, I can't. I really can't. Because I don't know what I said. I just say it spontaneously. Understand? Because I practiced those things a lot, like a swimmer.
Yes.
So you need to be exposed to that specific word or words or vocabulary a lot, not only once. Many times, then you totally get the word. For example, very cliche question in Turkey, in Turkish English mentality. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I am good and you. I am fine and you. Go out in Şirin Evler. Ask this question from everybody. Everybody can answer, I am fine and you. Do you know why? Because everybody was exposed to this expression a lot.
What does it mean, exposed?
I am actually explaining it. Exposed means like jumping into the water and be totally full of water.
Okay.
Totally.
My bad.
I mean, you're listening, you're reading, the same scenario. Because for 10 years, 20 years in schools, universities, all the time the teacher, hi, how are you? I am fine and you. I am fine and you. Keep using them. Keep practicing again and again, a lot and a lot. Everybody is exposed to that expression. Hi, how are you? I am fine and you. Finish. You cannot forget it. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Without thinking, like in elementary school, okay, 2 plus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then, I mean, all the time you are using 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 for years and years, automatically you say 4 without calculating.
Yes.
The same scenario should happen for words. What I can suggest, I always say, write. I say nobody does it. There is a new word, for example, headphones. Headphone is new. I don't know this word. I have learned them today. This is a new word for me. I have a notebook. I write random sentences, minimum 10 sentences, randomly. For example, I have a beautiful pair of headphones. My sister's headphones are expensive. I'm just saying. I broke my headphone yesterday. I blah blah blah. I mean, write minimum 5 or 10 random sentences. This is exposure. You are repeating them. You have to write because writing and speaking work together.
This is continue a long time.
A long time. I started learning English when I was 10 years old. Right? 10. I am 36 years old, almost 37 a couple of months later. How many years? Your mathematics is good.
No, mine is not.
Come on.
27.
27 years. I am still learning, I can say. I am still learning. There are lots of things that I don't know. Really?
If you say I know everything, it's your big fail.
Yes.
Big
You're
failure.
I totally agree with you.
And when I say, there are lots of things for me to learn, doesn't mean that I'm a humble person. No, this is the reality. Some people, for example, professors say, no, I don't know anything. This is humble. Humble is opposite of egotistical. Being humble, I am not. I just say that tell the reality, tell the truth. There are lots of things for me, even after 27 years, of exposure. Exposure differently. Grammar, vocabulary, listening, reading, writing, everything. Again, I'm learning that, unfortunately. So, you cannot say, oh, I finished English. Oh, really? When? How could you finish? You can't.
Teacher, I didn't understand. There is anything. If I don't know people, I can be free talk. I don't read. If I mistake, no problem. If I know people, I talk, I read.
Okay,
Why?
good. I like your questions because I was kind of like you when I was really younger. It can be related to lots of factors. This is I am talking based on my experience, okay, based on my own experience, and maybe they are wrong, maybe they are true, maybe, I mean, you are going to think about it. One of the factors is personality. You should know yourself very well. In front of, there is a mirror. You look at, you look into the mirror, you see yourself. Can you lie to yourself?
You can't.
You can, because you say, this, are you me or I am you? Understand?
Yes.
You know yourself. You must know yourself. You know your character, your personality. Are you a shy person when you speak Turkish, or just it happens in English? Maybe even in Turkish it can happen. Maybe if you are alone, you can speak, for example, or with your kanka, best friend, you can speak Turkish very well. But when you are, for example, on metro bus talking to strangers, you can't. Maybe, I don't know. You should know it. You know yourself better than everybody. So I can give you some tips to know yourself, to know your character and personality. Are you an introverted person or extroverted person? Are you a perfectionist person?
There's a word about this.
Shy?
Yes, 50%, 50%, like.
In the middle.
Yes.
I see. Maybe there's a word, I don't remember.
But I forgot.
Me too.
Stanley teachers said that yesterday.
Possible, yes.
This is teacher. My question is opposite.
Opposite. Okay. Can you clarify that? Can you make it clear? Can you explain?
You explain. You don't know people. You cannot talk in Turkey. No, I can't. My best friend.
Why you cannot talk? Is that cultural?
Talk.
Because that is cultural thing, or what? Why you cannot talk to others? It is bad.
No.
It's not.
I know
bad.
you. I know you.
Okay.
I cannot speak English. I sometimes maybe I make mistake. I have
Okay.
I go to holiday, for example. I don't know tourist. Can we talk?
You can talk.
Yes. I make mistake. No problem.
I understand.
You
Reverse.
have good words.
Okay. I understand.
You
You know what you say, but you don't.
No, now I understood what you said. You said the opposite thing.
Yes.
When you're talking, you know a person.
You cannot talk.
No, you can't talk.
No. He says that if I know the person, I cannot express myself clearly. If I don't know the person, I can speak very well.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the opposite. Now I could understand.
Mine is the other thing.
Yeah. Me too. I misunderstood. Now, I can, not definitely, but most probably, I can say that you are number one. Perfectionist. You are perfectionist?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Main reason. Reason number two, you are kinda introverted person, maybe? You know introverted?
Introverted?
İçine kapanık mı?
No.
No?
No.
So you're a perfectionist. That's your problem. Sorry. Say.
I'm saying, to me, in my opinion, when I know the person, even I doing mistakes, I don't care. But if I don't know the person, if I doing mistakes,
Making mistake.
it's coming me difficult. Like I can't understand myself.
True. You know, this is another technique that you have to come to that level. Break the perfectionism, okay? Punch into the face of perfectionism and be okay. I told you before, you know, this camera, this telephone, okay? I'm very normal right now. I can make mistakes, and I make mistakes. Possible, I am a human being, you know? But the point here is, I speak spontaneous. I don't care, because I came to that realization that making mistake is okay. I am not a robot, I am not a machine. Computers only don't make any mistakes. Human beings must make mistakes, actually.
Even computers making mistakes.
Even. So that is totally normal. You have to come to that realization. Punch in the face of perfectionism. Say, I am Turkish, to say, and I'm speaking English, second language. That is totally normal. I am not supposed to be a native English speaker. You are not supposed to be. You are Turk. You're a Turkish person. You need to have a Turkish accent even. We talked about accent a couple of weeks ago. You must embrace it. But you speak English. If you come to that level, which I can help you with my own experiences, do the same thing that I am telling you, I guarantee you are going to be much better than right now. One of the first step I always say, if you cannot record yourself, record your voice. Speak to yourself. Okay? Speak to yourself. Record it. First in Turkish. Why I say in Turkish? Because you are dominant in Turkish because Turkish is your mother language. You speak in Turkish, record it.
Adapted.
Yes. You're dominant. I mean.
You understand why Turkish?
First.
Adapt yourself.
Yeah. Prepared. Yes. Speak Turkish, then listen. 99% of people hate their voices. I hate it. Stop, I can't. You must come to the level, come to the stage that you're okay with your voice. If you can come to that level, the next step is record yourself.
I got it right now.
Long time ago, in my first videos, there's a simple sentence I am repeating myself 100 times because of that perfectionism. Oh my God, everything should be perfect. Why? Because I'm a teacher. Okay, teacher is a human being. When you speak Turkish, don't you make any mistakes? Possible, you can. And you are making actually.
Yes.
Then, for speaking clubs on YouTube, I don't edit. You asked me. I don't edit. Whatever it is, I upload it. No edit. Because this is real.
Yes.
I make mistakes, I tell. And I'm totally okay with that. Pronunciation mistakes. What is not good is this. You are making a mistake, but you don't know that you are making a mistake. This is problem. If you are making a mistake and you know that you made a mistake and you correct yourself, that is okay. Which is totally okay. Because what am I talking right now is not prepared. He asked a surprising question. I speak spontaneously. I didn't prepare any lecture to answer your question. I speak spontaneously. So if you speak spontaneously, there is a risk of making mistakes.
Yeah.
Normal. So you have to come to that realization to be okay with that. Because making mistake is not important. And again, you have to practice it a lot. I have been doing this for minimum 2018, 19, 20, 21, almost 4 or 5 years. For 5 years, I'm recording like that with other cameras, this, that. Totally okay with that. But level by level. First do it with Turkish, then change it into English. Accept who you are, accept your potential, accept your talent, skill. For example, you see Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, they play very well, right?
Yes.
When you play football and you cannot play very well, are you afraid? Are you ashamed? Oh, why I am not like Messi? Oh, why I am not like Ronaldo? Do you say that?
No.
Why?
I'm not care.
Why?
Because I am this is I am.
Amazing. Because you know who you are. You know your talent and you accepted it.
Yes.
Or other things. For example, this guy is a great writer. Oh, he or she writes very beautifully. But I can't. Are you afraid? Are you ashamed? Oh, why can't I write very well? No. Everything, music. Oh, he is a musician. Great singer, great voice. Are you ashamed? Oh, why my voice is bad? You're not. You know who you are. The same scenario is here. You should know that.
Psychology.
Psychology, yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
You should come to that realization.
Sometimes I see my voice. What?
No. Listen, a
That's
couple
good.
of times it becomes very mundane. How can I say? Very normal thing. You know, but it happens a lot on ladies than men. You know, ladies are very sensitive. You know,
Yes.
you mirror. Oh my! I am very ugly. You're not ugly. Nobody is ugly. Who is ugly? Who said that you're ugly?
Nobody.
If you say you're ugly, actually that's a really bad thing. It means that you are judging God's creation.
Exactly.
This is so bad. I mean, ugly, what is ugly? Who created it? You cannot answer. The same scenario. I mean, at the beginning, you look into the mirror, you see, okay, this, you don't say, Maybe you said that 1, 2, 3, then you're okay with it every day. Okay, yes, okay, finish. You're okay with it. Your voice should be like that. You should be okay with your voice. Then with your video. Really. That's why I said the final step in great speaking is giving presentations. Come to the class and give a presentation. It definitely helps you. Made a mistake. Possible. It definitely helps you. But nobody does that. Or nobody can't do it because of different reasons. No time, no energy, no motivation, no nothing, no money. No money, no honey. Yeah, like that.
If you really want, you find the time for this stuff, I think. If you
Definitely.
really want.
Definitely. People's choices.
People waiting the easy way. Like 2 days I can speak right
There is no
without-
easy. No,
or
it is not
something
easy.
like that.
They are
It's
thinking-
impossible.
They are thinking it's happened suddenly, perfect.
No.
It can't be. For example, you're going gym for
2 weeks,
2 weeks or 2 months.
2 months.
You can't be like
A bodybuilder.
Yes, you can't because you have to more
You have to
practice, more working. Then after then you being a perfect body and
Yes.
you can't accept yourself.
Exactly.
You can't proud of
Be
yourself.
proud of yourself. Amazing. Yeah, totally. Again, these things are always easier said than done. You remember this
Done.
idiom?
Yes.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than
What does it mean?
It's saying it's easy, but the
Doing it
it's
is difficult.
yes.
Absolutely. The same scenario. It is difficult, but it is possible.
Don't think about it's difficult. Just do it.
Just do it. Really. You know,
For 2 years I do it.
it is not enough. I am doing it for 27 years. It is not enough. It won't be enough. Until you say, okay, I am okay with it, then that is enough. If you are not okay with it, it means that is not enough.
Your attention about I do mistake, I don't
I want to use
I
in
don't
my life.
depress things.
When I
I
like.
think
2 years,
One by one, you know, my ears couldn't understand what you're saying. One by one, ask me questions so I can help you. You were talking, yes.
don't worry, I just explain.
Explain. Okay, you asked the question.
I think he's thinking when he make a mistake,
Mm-hmm.
making a mistake, he thinking the people judging him,
Definitely true.
but it's not.
It is not. Nobody.
You don't have to give
Nobody
a
cares. One of the advantages that, as I said, YouTube did on me is still. It gave me a self-confidence. Look at the YouTubers, Turkish, English. They are normal people. They are not aliens or robots. They are normal people.
Yes.
Look at their first video today after the class. Go on and scroll down. Go to their first video and look at their newest videos. Look at the body language. Look at the eye contact with the camera. Me too. At the beginning, I couldn't look at the camera. I was in front of the camera looking down,
because you are feeling
afraid of being judged.
Yes.
Totally right. Now I am okay with it. Hi, how are
because
you?
you don't care right now.
Really, I don't care. Really, this is real. But it requires a lot of practice. Hi man, how are you?
Barely alive.
Barely alive? Yeah, we are talking about self-confidence.
Self-confidence.
Yeah.
With these people.
Yeah, with these people, yeah.
This man has lots of self-confidence.
Really?
Careful, be right.
Yeah, okay. Being judged. Who is going to judge you? You know, whatever you do, people will judge you. If they want to, they will.
You can't change it.
You cannot change it. Simple example of judgment. Simple example of judgment. As I mentioned, Messi, Ronaldo, these are human beings, but they worked a lot. They are talented, they're skilled. They got their talent, they got their skill, they play very well. But they are not always very well. Sometimes they are terrible.
Yes.
And people are judging, God damn it, why you can't... Okay, I am human being, I am not a robot, man. I can make mistakes. Today I'm unhappy, today I am not focused, today I am sleepless, I don't know, today some other problem, so I cannot play. Tomorrow, the other day, I can be better.
Yes.
People immediately judge. Even they are the best players. Even they are the best players. People who want to judge, they are judging you, they will also judge you. Really. You cannot change it, and you have to come to the realization that those judgments should not be a problem for you. You should be okay with it. How can you be okay with it? By accepting yourself. This is what I did, and I'm still doing it. Today I'm like this, maybe tomorrow I can be better than this. Think about it. Be better than today.
You can imagine with your shame or something like that.
I want to use suddenly in my life.
Okay,
My problem.
Okay.
you can imagine that people don't have a dress. Go forward.
Yeah. Interesting. Yes, you want to use English in your life very quickly. You are bored with coming here. You say that is enough. I have been coming here for 2 years or 3 years, 5, I don't know. You say that is enough, but the result is not satisfactory. This is what I could understand. One thing that I can tell is you must improve your vocabulary. I repeat myself. Improve your vocabulary, which is not easy. I am not saying it is easy. It is difficult to remember all of the vocabulary again and again. How?
Repetitive.
Exposure, repetition, yes, exposed. First step is hobby. English should be your hobby. If you hate English, you are not gonna learn it. As we did. We didn't learn mathematics because we used to hate it. How can I love something that I hate? How can I be successful in something that I hate? Impossible. If I hate basketball, you give me $1 million, maybe I can play it, but I cannot be successful because my mind is not focused on that. I must love basketball first so that I can improve myself. Correct?
I hated in English.
Okay, listen.
But I know.
Hobby. First step. Second step, hobby should be changed into lifestyle. How many of you have a lifestyle of English or English lifestyle? Maybe none of you. Maybe you are on the stage of hobby only, maybe. Not a lifestyle. Lifestyle means this. You are using telephone, right? Social medias.
Yes.
Lifestyle means everything around you should be in English.
My cell phone is English right now.
Okay,
And my
fantastic.
computer.
Very
also.
good, very good. Your windows, your social media accounts, everything. When you play games, when you watch something, everything should be English.
Mine's like that.
Amazing. Now you have transformed hobby into a lifestyle.
I'm loving English.
Amazing.
That's why I'm here and like that.
Even one level up, when you're on a break, you speak English with each other, not Turkish. at least here in American culture. On break, in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, speak English, not Turkish.
What is happening by itself?
Even your friend speaks Turkish, you speak English. Your
But
friend
psych-
speaks Turkish, you speak English.
But
Speak English.
psychologically, it's happening by itself.
I know, difficult. Muscle memory.
You have to push yourself.
Push yourself then. Try today. Don't say I will try tomorrow. Try today. I mean, in a couple of minutes, we're going to have a break. Understand? So do that. Read a lot. Read news. Read short stories. Reading passages. Read articles. A lot. Today we have internet. I mean, go to CNN.com, BBC.com, VOA.com.
If you have free time,
You must create free time. He says that I want to use English.
Everybody don't have a time, but if you're free and just so don't use social media, just you throw.
Yes, exactly. Totally right. Instead of social media, close social media, close it, delete it if you can, delete it, and use that amount of time, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 5 hours, I don't know, on English. You know, you have dictionary, you have internet, you have technology,
Just
you
try.
have
If
telephone.
you see your results, you like this,
Yes.
and you do it.
It's
More.
not a motivation.
You are
let's go
motivated.
motivated.
You are going to be motivated. Yes, definitely. Go to bbc.com. A lot of news every day, every
BBC?
minute. BBC,
BBC.
CNN.
News.
They have
Channel.
TV channels, YouTube channels, social media accounts, and websites.
Even in Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah, on internet, on website, you can find articles, difficult articles, but you can learn a lot of vocabulary.
In Apple podcast, there is a BBC podcast, and you can listen for free.
True. YouTube. I say YouTube is the best resource for
Yes.
free. You can watch and listen. YouTube is amazing. You should do it. No. If you say this is not enough, you're right. It is not enough. You need some extra things.
I just watch movie. I sometimes reading a book.
Possible. Do whatever you are doing. Games even. You can learn a
I
lot
hated
from games. Okay. If game is a medium. We have different mediums. You should know what medium is your favorite. You know, game is a medium. Music,
Mine is
movies,
game.
possible. Music, game, book, article, movies, and some other platforms. Even social media. If you say no, I want to use social media, I always say on Instagram. Have 2 different accounts. My strategy. I mean, if I were a student right now, I would definitely do it. One personal account, one account for English. On account for English, I only follow English pages. How are you? I only follow English pages, English teachers, English pages, only. And when I am free, as you said, 10 minutes on Metrobus, or you work in a company, 30 minutes break, okay, then you can go on, because on Instagram there are lots of teachers also.
Yes.
Native speakers, non-native speakers, they go live, you can talk to them, you can even listen and learn the vocabulary, they are teaching something. It can be useful for you. You are learning, everybody is learning. I am still learning, man. As I said, 27 years. I have been working on English still for 27 years.
Because you're thinking it's not
Enough.
Yes.
Never. Who says it is enough? Even for native speakers, there are a lot of new vocabulary that they are just learning. But we talked about it. For example, social distancing. What does it mean? For native speaker before Corona, if you say social distancing, yeah, it looks English, but I don't understand. Today you understand. I'm a native speaker. Social distancing means because of Corona, you have to just go away, like minimum 1 meter or maybe 2 meters, further.
Yes.
Now some new words are coming, even for native speakers. So you cannot say it is enough. I finished English, really.
It's impossible.
Impossible. Because language is a living creature. It is alive.
Hello.
Even
Mutates. Becomes monster. I'm playing Resident Evil these days. Resident Evil remake.
On PC?
No, PlayStation. Resident Evil 2 remake.
I've heard, but I haven't.
Amazing game. Capcom is amazing company.
There.
You heard about Last of Us series? They create series.
TV show, TV series.
Yeah.
I heard. I played the games only.
I heard reading about this series better than games.
Possible. Today they have technology. They improved a lot. They improved a lot. I mean, in cinema, in movie production, they are so great. A simple YouTuber can create beautiful videos, let alone the Hollywood. So if a YouTuber today with minimum, equipments can create great vlogs, great travel vlogs, so Hollywood can't? Can, definitely can. So yeah, I am not surprised. Yeah. Let's have a break, huh?
Yeah.
My brain exploded.
Need a coffee.
Yeah, coffee.